Good evening and welcome to Dan Owens Field, Clearlake High School in Lakeport. I'm Lindy Peters getting ready for another exciting high school football matchup. It's the Fort Bragg Timberwolves and the Clearlake Cardinals. This is the final NCL1 League game of the year. And the junior varsity finished an outstanding season with a very exciting win here tonight. They were trailing most of the game 7-0. But late in the fourth quarter, with just a couple of minutes to go, Triplett threw a touchdown pass to Baker, and then Zach Silva caught a 2-point extra conversion as the Timberwolves went for the win and not the tie. They took the lead 8-7. The Cardinals got the ball after the kickoff and had a couple of minutes to go down and score. They got a couple of first downs. They got down to the Timberwolves' 28-yard line, but then a couple of sacks, and then the Timberwolves held them on downs. They took over, and all Triplett had to do at quarterback was kneel down, and the game was over. So the junior varsity finishes the season with just one loss, that being to the Middletown Mustangs. An outstanding year for Coach Solari and his staff and the Fort Bragg Timberwolves junior varsity team. Now, the varsity team's getting set to go, and they've got a couple of players up from the junior varsity team, including quarterback Kaylor Sullivan, who will probably get the start tonight. Tyler Ashby will probably start at running back instead of quarterback. Zach Smith is suited up. He was injured in the game. He didn't play the last half of the last game against Cloverdale last week. Smith will probably play on defense, I'm told by the coaching staff, but probably will not play much on offense. So you've got a sophomore up at quarterback. I got to tell you, Kaylor Sullivan had an outstanding season as a junior varsity quarterback, including a thrilling come-from-behind victory he led his team to at St. Helena a couple of weeks ago. So get set. It's going to be another exciting varsity football contest. I'm Lindy Peters from MendocinoTV.com and the Skunk FM. We're rebroadcasting this game Saturday morning at 10 a.m. We'll continue with the pregame show and set this up. It's the Clearlake Cardinals and the Fort Bragg Timberwolves coming up in just a few minutes. We continue now with the pregame show here at Clearlake High School tonight in Lakeport. It's a beautiful night for football. Little or no wind. In fact, the flag pretty much limp on the flagpole. Earlier this evening, as the sun went down, it was still 60 degrees. Well, it will chill down and be that typical fall weather you get inland this time of year, but it should be a very nice game weather-wise. I have to say, this year we went through the entire football season without any rain. Now, I've been covering Timberwolves football for years. I can't remember another football season where it didn't rain at least once sometime on the schedule. But so far this year, no rain, and we're not going to get any tonight. The Fort Bragg Timberwolves do have some junior varsity players who are up for this varsity contest, this again being the final league game of the year. There's a pretty good shot the Timberwolves are not going to the playoffs. If they win tonight, there's an outside chance they might get to go. Middletown will go from the NCL1, and so will St. Helena. But the Timberwolves are right in the middle of the pack, along with Clearlake, both with records of 3-3. The Clearlake Cardinals have a decent team this year. We'll get to them in a moment. Let's talk about the Fort Bragg Timberwolves if we get set here for the game. Christian Strickland will be wearing number 20. He is up from the junior varsity team. Brett Giacomella will be wearing number 52. He also up from the junior varsity team. And at quarterback, wearing number 12, will be sophomore Kaylor Sullivan, and he will get the start tonight for the Timberwolves in the quarterback position. He had a great year as a junior varsity quarterback. He sees the field well. He's got a good arm. He's elusive. He knows how to pump fake and get away from tacklers in the backfield. So he certainly looked very good as a junior varsity player. We'll see how he does tonight. The future is now for the Timberwolves as they bring up several junior varsity players, including the starting quarterback, Kaylor Sullivan. Zach Smith for the Timberwolves probably, as I mentioned earlier on the pregame show, will play some defense, might play offense. The problem is that his knee, which was hurt in the first half early in the game against Cloverdale, he didn't even play in the second half, is still bothering him. He does want to play. This will be his final game for the Timberwolves here tonight, so he wants to play. I'm told by the coaching staff that he probably will play on defense, but whether he'll play on offense or not, questionable. He, of course, is the outstanding running back who's had such a great career running the football for the purple and white. Now we'll talk about the Clearlake Cardinals. The Cardinals quarterback, Adrian Adams, 5'11", 165, good speed, got a good arm. He's joined in the backfield by Cole Branansky, a running back. He's a junior, 5'10", 180. He'll be wearing number 2. And Marty Sugimoto, a fast running back. He's just 5'7", 145 pounds. He wears number 3. He, too, with some good speed. Also at running back will be Garrett Hartwood. He'll be wearing number 7. Wide receiver David Mansell is also featured in their offense. On defense, you got to watch for linebacker wearing number 35, Nathan Powers, and also wearing number 60, Corey Banfield. Those are the skill position players both on offense and defense for the Clearlake Cardinals. They're wearing their home Cardinal jerseys with the white helmets and the white numerals. The Timberwolves on the road wearing their white jerseys with the purple numerals and the gray pants. So we're getting set for another exciting high school football contest. I'm Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. We've had a great year bringing you these games. I hope you've been able to enjoy them, both on the radio and watching them on the internet. Certainly been my pleasure to work along with Terry Vaughn. We're getting set for another good game tonight. There's a good crowd from Fort Bragg here, so when the Timberwolves score or anything exciting happens that favors Fort Bragg, you're probably going to hear some crowd noise. We're embedded this time with the Fort Bragg Timberwolves fans. Across the field, there are no bleachers. All the teams, fans, both the home and away teams, sit in the same bleachers. But we're in the Fort Bragg purple and white territory tonight and glad to be here. So get set. Some great high school football action coming up here on Mendocino TV and the Skunk FM. I'm Lindy Peters. Stick around. We'll have the coin toss and the kickoff coming up. Okay, we're getting ready for the coin toss. Lindy Peters of the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. Zach Smith, Ty Vaughn, Ryan Beckmuth, and Tyler Ashby, the co-captains for the Fort Bragg Timberwolves, are out there. Across the way, Adrian Adams, along with Cole Brendansky, and also David Manzel, the co-captains for the Clearlake Cardinals. We're broadcasting this game on a Saturday morning on the Skunk FM, and you're able to watch this video on MendocinoTV.com anytime, anywhere. You can stream video as the Timberwolves get ready for the coin toss. I mentioned earlier in our pregame show, if you joined us late, an exciting, thrilling win for the junior varsity team who finished the season with just one loss. An outstanding year for Coach Solari and the junior varsity team. So let's see. It looks like the Timberwolves... looks like the Cardinals, that is, have won the toss. That's right, and they're going to defer and let the Fort Bragg Timberwolves get the opening kickoff. So Fort Bragg will have the opening kickoff, and we'll have it coming up here in just a moment. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. It's senior night in Clearlake. We'll take a little break while they introduce their senior players and do the national anthem. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. And we're ready for the kickoff. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. The Clearlake Cardinals will kick it off. Cole Brodnansky will do the kicking. Back to receive Nathaniel Johnson, and Zach Smith is back there too. We'll see if Brodnansky kicks it deep or whether he tries to keep it away. Nathaniel Johnson has improved each and every game with his kickoff returns. It's a kick away, and Nathaniel Johnson will take it at his 10 to the 15. To the middle he comes, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, still on his feet, to the 35, and then he's tackled right there at about the 36-yard line. Just a shoestring tackle by Jared Strait. Otherwise, Johnson was headed for the right sideline and might have got away with a long kickoff return. As it is, a nice return as the Timberwolves take over 1st and 10, the ball at their own 37-yard line. Once again, Kaylor Sullivan is in the huddle at quarterback, the junior varsity quarterback brought up to the varsity for this game. And he splits out to the left right now as Tyler Ashby opens at quarterback. And it's a spread formation, 3 men to the left, 2 men to the right. Ashby, the lone back in the backfield now. Man comes in motion, Johnson. He fakes it to Johnson, keeps it himself. Right up the middle goes Ashby. And a nice gain, a first down as he picks up yardage across midfield to the Clearlake 46-yard line. 1st and 10, so even though Sullivan was in the lineup that time, he lined up as a wide receiver. Ashby was the quarterback, faked it to Johnson coming across, and there's a penalty flag. Or actually, I'm not sure that was a flag. I think something just fell out of one of the referee's pockets. It might have been the spotter that they use when there's a fumble or a change of possessions. You'll see a referee throw something down. Now they do throw a flag. And they're going to call a delay of game, I think, on the Timberwolves, even though it was the referee who actually caused the delay. They waited to see if there was a penalty. The official coming over to the coach, Roy Perkins, to explain something here. We'll find out what's happening. It is a 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves at the 46-yard line. So I'm not sure. Let's wait and see what the call is. The official, you can see if you're watching on video, is shrugging his shoulders as if to say, I'm not sure what's going on, but it is a delay of game call against the Timberwolves. So, no, it's Unsportsmanlike is when you put, well, let's see. It is an unsportsmanlike call against the Timberwolves, and I'm not sure why that call was made. Something on the sidelines. So a 15-yard penalty makes it 1st and 25. The ball back across midfield, down back to the Fort Bragg 39-yard line, about where they started this drive after that first play. So up to the line of scrimmage it comes. Sullivan at quarterback, gives it to Johnson. Right side he comes, gets by one man, cuts back inside, and is tackled across midfield as he gets back to the Clearlake 48-yard line. Nice ball carry that time from Johnson as he picked up about 10 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 13, the ball at the 48-yard line of the Cardinals. So Nathaniel Johnson with a good run that time. And up to the line of scrimmage come the Timberwolves. Sullivan lines up again as a wide receiver, slotted on the left side. Ashby at quarterback over center. Johnson on the right side, comes in motion. They give to Johnson, and a penalty flag stops the play. Might have been a motion call against the Timberwolves. Well, it'd be nice if the referees would let the kids play. There have been 2 plays that is, and there have been 2 penalties. It's a legal procedure call against the Timberwolves, so 5 more yards back they go. Back across midfield again, back to their own 46-yard line. Still 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd down and about 20 now for the Timberwolves. Just underway, first quarter. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. One man splits to the right. Ashby, a wide receiver, splits out left. Vaughn slotted inside him. Sullivan at quarterback in the shotgun formation. Johnson comes up to the line of scrimmage. There's a quick pass. It's caught by Shane Tupper. He breaks free to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Timberwolves. A quick pass. And Kaylor Sullivan's first pass as a varsity player is a touchdown pass. Sullivan with just a quick pass to the right to Shane Tupper, and he did the rest. Running it into the end zone, a 54-yard touchdown pass from Kaylor Sullivan, the first time he throws a football as a varsity team member. How about that? 10:01 to go, first quarter, 6-0 Fort Bragg. So River Saunders on to kick the extra point. Tyler Ashby will hold. There's a snap, there's a spot. The kick has got plenty of distance, and it's good. So with 10:01 to go, first quarter, less than 2 minutes into this game, the Timberwolves draw first blood, scoring a touchdown on a 54-yard touchdown pass from Kaylor Sullivan to Shane Tupper. It's 7-0. Fort Bragg with the lead. I'm Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. The Timberwolves have just scored a touchdown to take a quick 7-0 lead in this game. And the Timberwolves are lining up for the kickoff as River Saunders will kick it off. Deep to receive, David Manziel. For the Cardinals, back there with him is Deshaun White. Saunders will be kicking in pretty good conditions here. It's cold. The air certainly a little bit lighter than the foggy coastal air, so we'll see if he gets off a good kickoff. And there it is, over their heads and through the end zone as River Saunders kicks a touchback. And the Cardinals will start off at the 20-yard line. Sure is nice to have a guy that can kick the ball like River Saunders on your team. So the Cardinals take over 1st and 10. Quarterback Adrian Adams, a senior who was, along with the other seniors on this Cardinal football team, saluted before the game. This is their last home game. Brings them up to the line of scrimmage. They run pretty much a pro set, back split in the backfield. One man splits left, one man splits right. Adams takes a snap, drops back to pass, straight back. Looking for a swing pass out here, then throws a nice screen. Over the middle it goes, it's complete. And first down yardage and more. Across the 30, across the 40, to the 50. He's going to go all the way. Catching that ball is David Manziel, and an 80-yard touchdown pass on a middle screen on the very first play of the game. No penalties. So the Cardinals answer quickly. They take just 15 seconds make it 14 seconds to score and tie this game up if they get the extra point. A middle screen that time. It was a beautifully set up play as Adams dropped back to pass. Two men swung to the right, two men swung to the left as if it was going to be a swing pass. So the Timberwolves spread their defense on either sideline, leaving the middle wide open. A middle screen to Manziel. He caught it over the middle and made a nice run. As he got to about midfield, he broke to the right sideline and scored. And now here comes the extra point attempt. There's a penalty flag before the kick is off and a procedure call called against the Cardinals. So they'll move it back 5 yards as Cole Brudnansky gets ready to try the extra point. And they'll move it 5 yards back. That could be a difference at the high school level. We'll see. 7-6 now, 9:47 to go first quarter. Boy, both teams come right out and score quickly. As Brudnansky gets ready for the extra point. There's a snap and there's a penalty flag as Brudnansky's kick did have the distance, but the flag is down and I believe it might be a procedure call against Clearlake. It looked like they blew the whistle before the kick. No, it's offsides against the Timberwolves. Well, if the officials are getting paid by the penalty, they're going to make a lot of money tonight. We haven't been into this game 3 minutes, and that is the 5th penalty called. So they're averaging, well, you can do the math at home. Let's just say more than a penalty a minute so far. So now we're back to the original 2-yard line for the extra point attempt for the Cardinals. Brudnansky got a chance to practice his kick, too. He went ahead and kicked that last one. Certainly had the distance. So now let's see if they can get this one off this time. There's a snap, there's a spot, there's a kick, got plenty of distance, and it's good. So we're tied, 9:47 to go here in the first quarter. It's Fort Bragg 7, Clearlake 7. We'll be back with the Cardinal kickoff in just a moment. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. Looks like we're going to have a great game here tonight. We're back with the kickoff. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM, rebroadcasting this game on a Saturday morning. We're in the first quarter, 9:47 to go. We haven't even played 3 minutes, and both teams have scored touchdowns. It's 7-7. Brudnansky's kick, it's an onside kick, and it doesn't go 10 yards. It goes backwards, and it'll be down at the 39-yard line at Clearlake. It didn't go 10 yards. That's a penalty. The Timberwolves should get the ball right there. So they're going to pick the flag up. No penalty flag. The Timberwolves, they love to throw those flags. First and 10, Fort Bragg at the Clearlake 39-yard line. Well, you kick it off from the 35-yard line, so that onside kick only went 4 yards. So Kaylor Sullivan at quarterback. Tupper splits out right. One man splits out left. Sullivan gives it to Nathaniel Johnson. Left side he comes, breaks a tackle. He's to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Timberwolves. It's like backyard football here tonight. The very first play, Johnson runs 39 yards for a Timberwolves touchdown, and it's 13-7. Well, that offensive drive took a grand total of 13 seconds off the clock. And now with 9:34 to go in the first quarter, it's Fort Bragg 13, Clearlake 7. There's the extra point. Plenty of distance as River Saunders nearly kicks it out of the stadium. And with 9:34 to go, we still haven't played 3 minutes. It's Fort Bragg 14, Clearlake 7. Can somebody make a tackle? We're going to find out. The Timberwolves kickoff coming up here in just a moment. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM, rebroadcasting this game on a Saturday morning. If you tuned in late, you've already missed 21 points. In less than 3 minutes, Fort Bragg scored a touchdown. Clearlake scored a touchdown on their first play following the kickoff. And then Fort Bragg scored a touchdown on their first play following the kickoff. It's 14-7 Timberwolves. 9:34 to go, first quarter, as Saunders gets ready to kick it off. Once again, Manziel is deep along with Deshaun White for the Cardinals. There's another kick. Manziel takes it at the 5 to the 10 to the 15, slows down, looking for blocking. Now he reverses his field and goes to the right, gets outside to the 20, to the 25, and finally out of bounds at about the 33-yard line, I believe. So Cardinals will take over first and 10, the ball at their own, about the 33-yard line. Nice return that time by David Manziel. So, as I mentioned, Clearlake scored on just one play the last time they had the football. Let's see what they do here, running out of that pro set. 2 men in the backfield split behind quarterback Adrian Adams. 2 men split out to the left this time. Adams over center, takes a snap, throws a quick pass out again to Manziel, and this time he is tackled after a loss as Zach Smith came up to finish off the tackle nicely that time. Initial hit by Anthony Costello and a loss on the play. The pass completed to Manziel, but that was just a quick pass to the wide receiver, sort of like a wide receiver screen, although with no blocking, sort of a naked screen that time. They just snapped it and threw it out there, and a nice play by Costello, and then Smith came up to finish him off. So a loss of about 3 yards, second down and 13. Ball back to the 30-yard line of the Cardinals. First quarter, Fort Bragg 14, Clearlake 7. 2 men split out to the right. Manziel way out to the outside. Backs in the I formation behind Adams now. Man comes in motion. Adams pitches. Pitch to Zugamoto. Zugamoto over the right side, and he's got yardage. He's across the 50 to the 40 to the 35, and then, across the 50 to about the 45-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds. Hard to see the yard markers on the wide side of the field that time, but a first down carry for Zugamoto. Actually, they spotted just across midfield. He actually went out of bounds at the Timberwolves 48-yard line, so it's first down Clearlake. Ball goes out of bounds and the clock stops. 8:25 to go. We're still early in this game, just in the first quarter. Manziel splits out to the left, the back split behind quarterback Adams. 1 man splits right. He comes in motion now. Adams takes a snap, gives to the first man coming through, breaks a tackle, and then is tackled close to another first down that time. That was Zugamoto again, the ball carrier. Picks up about 9 yards. Tyler Ashby finally made the stop. The Timberwolves defense has had their problems this year, to be frank. I mean, they've given up more than 40 points several times. I think 6 times this year they've given up at least 40 points in a game. So it'll be second down and short for the Cardinals. Adams gives it to Zugamoto again, and this time he gets a first down. He's across the 40 down to the 35-yard line at Fort Bragg, first and 10. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. It's a nice night for football here. Just a light breeze, if any, and clear skies above. It's going to be kind of chilly as the night progresses. First and 10, Clearlake, the ball just across the Timberwolves 35-yard line. Manziel splits out left, back split behind Adams at quarterback. 1 man splits out to the right. Adams fakes, play action, throwing right, pass is caught by the big tight end. And he is wrestled out of bounds after gaining close to a first down. Gabe Euler-Strong, 6'7", 235 pounds, right at the first down marker at about the 25-yard line. I think he's just short. Zach Smith knocked him out of bounds on the far sideline in front of the Clearlake bench. A 9-yard pickup. Nice pass from Adams that time to Euler-Strong, and a 9-yard pickup. Second and 1, the ball right at the 26-yard line. First quarter, 7:10 to go. 14-7, Fort Bragg leading. Once again, a pro set. Man splits right, man splits left. Guy comes in motion, back split behind. They give it to the motion guy, and he's got some room up the middle. He goes. That's Cole Brodnansky. And he's going to get another first down for Clearlake as they continue to move the football. They're up now to the Timberwolves 20-yard line, first and 10, just across the 20 at the 19. Well, let's see where they spot it. Actually, it's down to the 17-yard line where it'll be first and 10. All right, the Cardinals break the huddle and come up to the line of scrimmage. This time, Backs again are split behind quarterback Adrian Adams. Zugamoto and Bernansky back behind him. Man comes in motion. The give is to Zugamoto, and he's going to get some decent yardage. He's finally finished off by the Timberwolves. Gets down inside the 15, down to about the 14-yard line. Picks up about 5 yards. Second down and 5. Brett Giacomella with the stop that time for the Timberwolves. So Jonah Wilcox splits way out to the right. Manziel splits out left. Adams gives to Zugamoto, and he's stopped and dropped by Tyler Ashby after no gain, so it'll be third down and 5. They're at the 14-yard line of the Timberwolves. First quarter, 5:48 to go. Fort Bragg leading 14-7. This might be one of those games where whoever has the ball last wins the game, kind of like that Kelseyville game earlier this year back at Timberwolves Stadium that Fort Bragg won 44-42. So it's third down now and about 5. Sugimoto in the backfield as Adams is over center for the Cardinals. He drops back, quick pass, and it's intercepted by the Timberwolves and up the left sideline. That's Ashby, I think, still on his feet and finally tackled. No, it's not Tyler Ashby. Who is that? Shane Tupper. Adams' pass is intercepted by Shane Tupper. Ashby wears 2. Tupper wears 22. Nice defense that time by Shane Tupper. That pass was intended for the tight end Gabe Euler Strong, and Tupper stepped in front of him and had a nice return up the left sideline to I think it's spotted at about the 42-yard line of Fort Bragg. A turnover gives it back to the Timberwolves, who lead 14-7. Ashby going to take the snap at quarterback now. 3 men split to the right, 2 men split to the left. This is your spread formation. Ashby sends a man in motion. It's Johnson. Gives it to Johnson. Right side he comes. Got a block from Tupper. There he goes across the 40 to the 35, and finally again tackled at the 30-yard line, as Nathaniel Johnson is running rampant on the Clearlake Cardinal defense early on in this game. First and 10, Timberwolves down to the Clearlake 30-yard line. About a 30-yard pickup that time. Down to 5 minutes to go first quarter. We've had plenty of action already here. 14-7, the Timberwolves break the huddle with the lead. Tupper splits out to the right. Ty Vaughn splits out left. This time Kaylor Sullivan at quarterback, backs in the I formation, and a timeout called by the Clearlake Cardinals. So with a timeout on the field, the score with 4:50 to go in the first quarter, it's Fort Bragg 14, Clearlake 7. We'll take a timeout and come back with more action. And I'm telling you, there's plenty of action here tonight. After the timeout, the Timberwolves have it first and 10. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. We're in the first quarter. Fort Bragg with a 14-7 lead. Kaylor Sullivan at quarterback, backs in the I formation. Johnson and Ashby behind him. The give to Johnson. Left side he goes, and he's in the open field again to the 20, to the 15, and tackled down inside the 15-yard line. Another first down run from Nathaniel Johnson. Ball down to about the 12-yard line. Well, Zach Smith is not playing on offense right now, and the Timberwolves seem to be doing just fine without him so far. So it'll be first and 10, the ball at the Clearlake 13-yard line. Fort Bragg already leading 14-7 and down in the red zone once again. Tupper splits out to the right this time. Backs in the I formation behind Kaylor Sullivan. Johnson in the tailback slot, Ashby in the fullback slot. They give to Nathaniel Johnson, right side. Again, he's tough to bring down, still fighting for yardage down inside the 10. And finally, the whistle blows at about the 9-yard line. So he picked up about 4 yards that time, most of it on his own. And it'll be a first down. The ball actually marked at the 10-yard line, so just about a 3-yard pickup. Second down and 7. Down to 4 minutes to go first quarter. Fort Bragg leading 14-7. Shane Tupper caught a 54-yard touchdown pass, and Nathaniel Johnson with a 39-yard touchdown run. The 2 scores for the Timberwolves. Man splits right, man splits left, backs in the I formation. Sullivan gives it to Ashby. First guy through, and he's got some decent yardage down to about the 5-yard line as he picks up about 5 yards, setting up third down and about 4. So actually only about a 3-yard gain, but he's down to about the 5-yard line. The Timberwolves can get a first down. The ball actually at the 6-yard line is where they mark it. The Timberwolves can get a first down at the 3-yard line. So it's 3rd and 3 now. They certainly are in 4-down territory. 3:17 to go, first quarter. 14-7, the Timberwolves with the lead. Kaylor Sullivan up to the line of scrimmage with his backs in the I formation. Johnson gets the pitch. Left side he comes. Got some blocks. Runs into his own blocker, then tries to cut it upfield. Still on his feet, dives forward, gets close to the first down. I don't think he quite got it. He's right near the first down marker, inside the 5-yard line. Depends where they spot it. They take a look now, and it is a first down as Nathaniel Johnson ran into his own blocker, Jesse Martinez, for a moment, and then basically got that first down with a second effort. So it's 1st and goal, the ball at the 2-yard line. 2:47 to go, first quarter. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. We could have our most exciting game of the year going on right here tonight. Kaylor Sullivan at quarterback, up to the line of scrimmage, backs in the I formation behind him. Nathaniel Johnson at tailback. Instead, they give to Ashby. Up the middle he goes, diving forward, and not sure if he got in or not. Apparently not. Right near the goal line. That ball landed just shy of the goal line. Right, probably less than a yard to go. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2:16 to go, first quarter. 14-7. The Timberwolves knocking on the door again. They've already got a 1-touchdown lead here early on. So the Timberwolves break the huddle and come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, Ashby in the backfield along with Nathaniel Johnson in the I formation behind Kaylor Sullivan. Sullivan gives it to Ashby first time, and he is not going to make it, I don't think. Did he? No, they're going to say he's short, so it's 3rd and goal. Both times they've given it to the up back, Tyler Ashby, and he's been unable to get into the end zone. This time he's at about the 6-inch yard line. Is that, I guess it's more like the 6-inch line. Anyway, 3rd and goal for the Timberwolves. Down to 1:28 to go in this first quarter. 14-7, the Timberwolves on top. Right in the shadow of the goal line, as they say, as Sullivan brings him up, backs in the I formation, and a timeout has been called by the Fort Bragg Timberwolves. I think Coach Perkins thought maybe a delay of game might be getting pretty close, so instead he calls a timeout, avoids a penalty, talks it over now as the Timberwolves have it inside the 1-yard line. Less than a foot to go for a touchdown. 1:17 to go, first quarter. For the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com, I'm Lindy Peters. 14-7. We'll be back right after this timeout. After the timeout, Coach Perkins leaves the field. The Timberwolves come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal. This time, Tyler Ashby is at quarterback. Sullivan splits out left, Tupper right, Ashby right up the middle he goes. He's in the end zone this time. Touchdown, Timberwolves. As Tyler Ashby at quarterback takes it right up the middle and follows his blocking. Good blocking by the interior part of the Timberwolves line that time. Brian Beckman is the man he followed into the end zone. And it's now 20-7 as Saunders is on for the extra point. So Saunders now with the extra point attempt. It looks like Beckman, the center, is out. Brett Giacomella goes in now to snap the football. There's a snap, spots down. Kick is up, plenty of distance, and it's good. So with 1:14 to go in the first quarter, it's Fort Bragg 21, the Clearlake Cardinals 7. We'll take a timeout and be back with the kickoff here. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. That scoreboard is lighting up like it's a 4th of July. 1:14 to go in the first quarter. It's Fort Bragg 21, Clearlake 7, as River Saunders gets ready to kick it off. Again, Manziel and White deep to receive for the Cardinals. This time the ball falls off the tee, and Saunders will have to tee it up again. Almost seems like a basketball score here in the first quarter with a 21-7. Timberwolves on top. Saunders will kick it off. There's his kick, a low line drive kick, takes a bounce and fielded by Manziel at his 2, up to the 10, to the 15, and falls down just short of the 20 at about the 18-yard line, and he takes a lick after hitting the surface that time. A little slow getting up. That was Christian Strickland who finished off the tackle. And Manziel goes over to the sideline holding his hip. Might have got a hip pointer that time. Don't like to see kids get injured. no matter what team they're on. Hopefully he's going to be okay. I think he's walking off and not in too much pain, but instead into the lineup comes Marcus Sugimoto with his brother Marty Sugimoto in the backfield. Adams at quarterback gets a man in motion. There's a short drop, quick pass, almost intercepted again. It is intercepted. Picked off by the Timberwolves, and he is tackled at the 15-yard line. That was Austin Trujillo who made the interception and returned it. Boy, that was hard to see. If you were watching that on the video, you probably saw as much or more of that play that I did. It looked like Tupper stepped in front of the passing lane, but it was Trujillo who came up with the interception as a quick pass, 2 quick passes in a row by Adams, both of them picked off. The Timberwolves get their second turnover, and they have it first down at the 15-yard line. Sullivan at quarterback, backs in the I formation. He gives to Johnson. Johnson this time hit right at the line of scrimmage, but still fights for at least a yard. It'll be second down and 9. Under a minute to go first quarter. Fort Bragg leading 21-7. They've already got 2 turnovers, one down in the red zone. Returned nicely by Shane Tupper, and then Trujillo just picked it off there, and the Timberwolves are right at the 14-yard line. They have time for one more play this quarter. Kaylor Sullivan, the sophomore, up on the varsity for the first time this year, has looked very good at quarterback early on in this game, and he doesn't always play quarterback. He's going to go out a wide receiver now, and Tyler Ashby will take as they run that pistol formation now, and here comes Johnson in motion. Snap, Ashby fakes to Johnson, keeps it himself, still on his feet, gets through one man and backs his way down inside the 15-yard line to about the 11-yard line. That'll be the final play of the quarter, I think. Going to set up about a 3rd down and 3. About a 6-yard, 7-yard gain by Ashby that time. The ball inside the 10, down to the Clearlake 8-yard line. The quarter will come to an end. So, the score at the end of 12 minutes of football here at Clearlake High School, it's Fort Bragg 21, the Clearlake Cardinals 7. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. We'll be back to start the second quarter in just a moment. We begin the second quarter now. Fort Bragg leading 21-7. 3rd down and a long 3 or a short 4 at about the 8-yard line of the Clearlake Cardinals. The Timberwolves now with that ball on the far side of the field. Break huddle and come to the line of scrimmage. Kaylor Sullivan will be quarterback. Ashby at fullback. Nathaniel Johnson in the tailback slot in the I formation behind Sullivan. Sullivan takes a snap, gives it to Johnson, runs into one man, stays on his feet, fights forward. I don't think he got the first down, but he's close. Maybe he did. He did. Boy, that second effort, and again, I'm a long ways. I thought he was short of the 5-yard line. They spot the ball just inside the 5-yard line. So it's 1st and goal inside the 5, and the Timberwolves, Nathaniel Johnson having a night, and we're in the first half just early in the second quarter. Tupper splits out to the right. Sullivan splits way out left. Ashby at quarterback now. Comes up over center, backs in the I formation. Double tight end formation. Ashby keeps it right up the middle. Penalty flag down. I think it's probably going to be an illegal formation. I think they had a double tight end and Sullivan lined up on the line of scrimmage rather as a slot wide out to the left. Let's see what the call is. The officials discussing it amongst themselves over there. Fort Bragg starting to back up now. And that's a call. It's a procedural call against the Timberwolves.
Illegal procedure against the...
Actually, it's a double penalty. They had a motion call. Take your pick. I don't think you can mark off 2 penalties at once. I don't know what they're doing here. It was inside the 5-yard line, and it looks like they're going to start marking the penalty off from the 10. My goodness. Well, you never know what's going on with the officials, but it's now 1st and goal all the way out at the 20-yard line. And 2 penalties were assessed on the same play. I don't know that I've seen that before, unless one of them occurred after the first one. Maybe that's what happened. And what's happening? The Cardinals have the football. There wasn't a play. Was there? Boy, this is really confusing, folks. I'm not sure what's going on. Coach Perkins doesn't know either. The referee's coming over to talk to him. Well, again, if you saw it on video, maybe you saw something I didn't. It didn't look like the Timberwolves fumbled. I guess they did. There was no signal by the referee that there was a fumble and there was a change of possession, but they've given it to the Cardinals. Well, I don't know what's going on, folks, but all I know is Clearlake has it 1st and 10, the ball at their own 20-yard line. And they give it to Sugimoto, and he is tackled by a rather gnarly, angry Timberwolf team that time, as Tyler Ashby, the first one to make the stop.
Over the right side. Tackle made by Titus.
About a 3-yard gain or a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and about 8. The ball at the 22-yard line. Clearlake
Gain out to the 23
escapes another
2nd down and 7 yards to go.
potential scoring threat from the Timberwolves at their own 5-yard line. And then with the help of a penalty, they get it 1st and 10 at the 20. And I guess, they recovered a fumble. Boy, the officials have just been, well, never mind. All right, there's a snap. There's a give. Guy's got some room, and running with the football that time is Garrett Harwood. Ty Vaughn makes a stop, but not before Harwood gets a 1st down across the 30, down to about the 32-yard line. When a team fumbles and the other team recovers, the official should wave his arms in the air, blow his whistle, and point in the other direction. That did not happen. So Clearlake now with the ball, 1st and 10, out at their own 30, let's call it the 33-yard line. So we'll let that go and move on, as I say. Manziel splits out to the right. Man splits out to the left behind Adams. Adams gives to the tailback, Sugimoto, and he is tackled. Nice tackle that time, right near the line of scrimmage. Ty Vaughn stepped up to make the stop, about a 2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8. After 2 interceptions, we'll see if Adams wants to throw the football anytime soon. Probably you see the Cardinals keep it on the ground now. 9:52 to go. We're in the first half. 21-7 the score. The Timberwolves have the lead. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. Out to the right comes Jonah Wilcox. Manziel splits out left. The back split behind Adams. Now Wilcox comes in motion from right to left. And I believe, well, I don't know, delay a game called against the Clearlake Cardinals. So 5 yards the other way. That'll set up 2nd down and about 12 now. Ball spotted back at about the 30-yard line.
Moves the ball back to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 13 yards to go.
I don't mean to badmouth officiating, but they need to be a little more in control and be a little more demonstrative of what's actually going on and what they're calling. So 2nd down and 13. Adams is back to pass. He's looking. He throws. His pass is dropped. Intended for his big tight end, Gabe Euler-Strong, but he couldn't hold on to the football. 3rd down and 13, the ball at the 30-yard line. Clock stops. 9:04 to go, 2nd quarter. Fort Bragg leading 21-7. Adams rolling to his left. Nice throw that time. Put it right on the money, but Euler-Strong unable to hold on to the football. He's big, 6'7", 235 pounds. Those are the kind of targets you like to have as a tight end. So the Cardinals come up to the line of scrimmage now with a big 3rd down play. Ball at their own 30-yard line. Adams with his backs split behind him. Man left to man right, back to pass. Looks to his right, throws, pass is caught. And the man is tackled short of the 1st down. Smith helps wrestle him down. Also in there on the stop was Trujillo. Well, it looked like he was short of the 1st down. Now it depends where they mark it. It's going to be 4th down and about a yard.
There is a timeout for a measurement.
Well, actually, they're going to measure it. So with 8:53 to go here in the 2nd quarter, and the Timberwolves leading 21-7, a little stop in the action, so the chain gang can run across the field. Boy, it looked like he was stopped short, but he stayed on his feet and kept fighting, and then came down very close to the 1st down. He is going to be short by about a yard. Will they go for it? The ball's in their own territory at the 44-yard line. Trailing 21-7. The Cardinals, well, we'll see. They might go for it here. It wouldn't surprise me if they did. Berdansky gets the play from the coach, comes into the huddle as Powers goes out for the Cardinals. It appears they're going to go for it. Adrian Adams in the huddle as if he's calling a play now. The Timberwolves have to be careful not to be drawn off sides here. So here we go. 4th down and about a yard. The ball at their own 41. And the Timberwolves did jump. Then they got back. Then the give. And it's going to be close. I think he may have the first down, but it's going to be close. Berdansky. And they're going to, it is a first down.
Cardinal first down at their own 43-yard line.
Timberwolves almost jumped off sides that time, and then the Cardinals were stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They only needed less than a yard, and they apparently got it. So 21-7, the Timberwolves leading here, 8:32 to go in this second quarter. As the Cardinals on a big 4th down conversion get a first down and a new set of downs. Ball at their own 42-yard line. Adams gives to Sugimoto, and he is still on his feet. He went left, and now he comes back to the right, and finally he's tackled. He's only 5'7", 145 pounds. He's already bolted for a long run in this game and nearly got away that time. Very elusive running back, Sugimoto, but he lost yardage that time. It'll be 2nd down and about 13. The ball back at the 40-yard line. 21-7, the Timberwolves leading. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM, rebroadcasting this game on a Saturday morning, and you're watching the video on MendocinoTV.com. This time Deshaun White splits way out to the right, man way out left. Adams with his back split behind him. Takes a snap, fake, play action, looking to his right. Now he's in trouble, he's going to get sacked. It looked like Christian Strickland was the first guy there. Brett Giacomello also back there. Ty Vaughn. And it's going to set up 3rd down and long as the Cardinals move backwards on 2 straight plays. Good defensive work by the Timberwolves. It's now at the 32-yard line, setting up 3rd down and about 21. Down to 7 minutes to go in the half. Fort Bragg leading 21-7. So we'll see if they put the ball in the air. Jared Strait now splits way out right for the Cardinals. The man split way out to the left as well. Adams takes a snap, and he's back to pass. Slips for a moment. Now he's out of the pocket. Rolling, throws, catch made, but short of the first down by plenty. And I think that was the big tight end. That was Euler Strong who made the catch. But only a pickup of about 8 yards out to about the 40-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down and 13 now. And will the Cardinals go for it here? My guess is probably not. Zach Smith and Nathaniel Johnson back to receive. Smith is only playing on defense and on special teams. Adrian Adams is the punter. He's back in punt formation. A whistle blows, and the Timberwolves have called their second timeout here in this first half, I believe. And it is a timeout for the Timberwolves. They're not really huddling up. I think what it was is they had a personnel change to make out on that special teams, and rather than try and yell it out and have somebody run off and the wrong guy run on, Coach Perkins calls a timeout and sets it up. He leads 21-7. We'll just keep it right here. 6:10 to go in this first half. I'm Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. We're certainly glad to be here tonight. An ideal night for football. A little chilly, but not bad. It's been colder this year, that's for sure. And the Timberwolves are out to a hot start here tonight. A 54-yard touchdown pass from Kaylor Sullivan, the first time he threw a pass as a varsity member, to Tupper. Johnson with a 39-yard run, and then Ashby a 1-yard run into the end zone. That's the 3 touchdowns. All right, Adams will punt it away, and he kicks a low kick, and not a very good kick. It takes a Fort Bragg bounce. It's picked up by Smith, and he tries to run up the sideline, but the officials say it went dead. Zach Smith has done that a few times in his career as the ball is just about to stop, and before the other team actually downs it, he picks it up and runs, and he would have gone in for a touchdown, but the officials ruled that the ball was dead at the Fort Bragg 45-yard line, so not a very good punt that time. And the Timberwolves have it 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line, leading 21-7, 5:59 to go, second quarter. Tupper splits out to the right. Tyvon splits out left. Sullivan at quarterback with his backs in the I formation behind him. He gives it to Nathaniel Johnson, and he is tripped up after getting maybe a couple yards as Cole Branansky makes a stop for the Cardinals. About a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 48-yard line of the Timberwolves. So Fort Bragg leading by a couple of touchdowns. They had a chance for another touchdown a few minutes ago and turned the ball over apparently inside the 5-yard line. And what maybe you could see on the video, I certainly didn't see it with the naked eye, and the officials didn't make it very clear. But anyway, Fort Bragg has it back now after that series. Sullivan back to pass. He throws over the middle. It goes. It's caught by Strickland inside the 35-yard line down to the Cardinal 34-yard line, and Kaylor Sullivan put it right on the money. A nice pass that time. 1st down, Timberwolves down into Clearlake territory. The ball at the 33-yard line of the Cardinals, we'll call it.
At the Cardinal 34-yard line.
Down to 5 minutes to go in the first half. So Kaylor Sullivan, who was brought up to the varsity level, is doing very well so far tonight. Now a little confusion on who's going to take the snap. They run the spread formation this time. 3 men to the left, 2 men to the right. Ashby alone in the backfield takes a snap. Johnson comes in motion, fakes to Johnson. Ashby keeps it up the middle himself. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards inside the 30-yard line down to about the 29-yard line where it'll be 2nd down. About a 5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5. 4:37 to go, first half. Fort Bragg 21, Clearlake 7. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. Up to the line of scrimmage come the Timberwolves. Vaughn and Tupper split out to the right. Ashby and Johnson split out left. Kaylor Sullivan in the shotgun. Takes a snap, back to pass. Looking to the right, throws instead over the middle. It's intercepted by Branansky. And he's got the sideline, a clip maybe. There's a penalty flag down. Up the left sideline across the 50, to the 40, to the 30. 1 man to beat, and he trips and falls at the 28-yard line. I think this is coming back. The interception is going to stand, but I think there was a blocking in the back at about the 25-yard line. So Sullivan gets his first interception at the varsity level. He might have kept his eye on that receiver. It looked like he was looking to the right up the sideline, and then he threw it back over the middle. A nice interception by Cole Branansky, but a blocking in the back, I think, is going to be called, or it's a hold anyway, on the return, and it occurred at the 25-yard line. So instead of having it inside the Timberwolves 30-yard line at about the 28-yard line, instead the Cardinals on the turnover and the penalty will have it 1st and 10, but deep in their own territory. 4:03 to go, first half, 21-7, Fort Bragg with the lead. The penalty is marked off, and it'll take it down to the Cardinal about the 14-yard line, it looks like. 1st and 10, Clearlake, the ball at their own 14. Up to the line of scrimmage come the Cardinals now. A man splits left, a man splits right, back split behind quarterback Adams. Adams over center, back to pass. Setting up a screen. Screen is caught. That's Manziel, and he gets some decent yardage, but not that much. Remember, on a screen pass, you're usually catching it behind the line of scrimmage. He only picked up maybe 3 or 4 yards, but that same play went for a touchdown for 80 yards in this game for the lone score for the Cardinals. And that was on their first play from scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and about 7 now.
2nd down and 7 yards to go.
Ball at the Clearlake, about the 16, 17-yard line. 1 man splits to the right, 1 man to the left, tight end, right side, strong right, back split behind Adams. Man comes in motion now from right to left. Adams takes a snap, gives to Tsukamoto, and he is tackled, but close to a 1st down. He started left and cut back to his right. Titus in there on the stop.
Tsukamoto, the ball carrier, tackle made by Vaughn.
I think he's going to be short of the 1st down, though, setting up 3rd down and 1. The ball out at the 22-yard line. They need to get to the 23-yard line for a 1st down. So another big play for the defense. Down under 3 minutes to go in this first half. Fort Bragg leading 21-7 on a nice night here in Lakeport at Don Owen Stadium, just behind Clearlake High School under the lights. Same pro set formation. Man comes in motion. That's Wilcox from right to left. Adams gives. Tsukamoto looks like he's got a first down, although he's stopped by the interior part of the line and driven backwards. I'm sorry, that's not Tsukamoto. That was Powers, the ball carrier that time, but he does get enough for a first down for the Cardinals at about the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Keep our eye on that clock now as it continues to run. 2:35 to go in the half. Fort Bragg leading 21-7. What's been a good night for Nathaniel Johnson on offense for the Timberwolves. And sophomore quarterback Kaylor Sullivan, called up to the varsity for this game, has looked good as well. He did get intercepted on that last offensive series. The Cardinals have it 1st and 10. Adams, play action, fake, looking to his left, lets it go. Long pass on the way, and it's incomplete, and a penalty flag goes down. It looked to me like David Manziel was trying to keep Nathaniel Johnson from catching it, but I'll bet they're going to call it on Johnson the way this game's been officiated. Official going back to the head official, the referee, in the white hat to tell him what the penalty was. Let's see what the call is. It might actually be offensive pass interference. That's what it looked like to me, and that's what he called. How about that? The referee saw the same thing I did. Offensive pass interference against the Cardinals. That's a 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. It'll set up 1st down and 20.
Pass interference against the Cardinals.
I'm sorry, that's a 15-yard penalty, setting up 1st down and 25, taking the ball all the way back to the 15-yard line, or 13-yard line, about where the original line of scrimmage was when they took over the ball after that interception. So 1st down Cardinals at their own 13, 1st and 25. Adams, play action, a reverse pass. Here it comes. The tight end puts it in the air, and Johnson is covering the man, Manziel. Not a good pass that time. It was well covered. Thrown a little short, a little razzle-dazzle that time from the Cardinals. How about that, as Oiler Strong took it on a reverse and then flung the ball downfield. Intended receiver was David Manziel, but the ball came a little short. So the clock stops, 2:02 to go here in this second quarter. Fort Bragg leading 21-7. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. 2nd down and 25. The ball at the Cardinal 13-yard line. With their backs near the goal line, Adams comes up to the line of scrimmage for Clearlake. Over center, he takes a snap. Gives left side, or right side that is, a nice tackle that time for the Timberwolves as Brian Beckman was there. Also getting up from making the tackle was Brett Giacomella. And maybe even lost a yard. Ball back to the 11-yard line. Maybe lost a couple. It's going to be 3rd down. Clock running with 1:37 to go in this half. Clearlake deferred on the coin toss. They won the toss, so they will receive the kickoff to begin the second half. But it's 3rd down and 27 yards to go. The ball at the Clearlake 10-yard line. Manziel splits to the right. That's Wilcox splitting left. Adams gives, and a tackle made that time by Zach Smith, as Tsukamoto, I think, was a ball carrier. He was, or no, that's Garrett Harwood with the ball carry that time, and a timeout call by the Clear Lakes with 1:12 to go. 4th down and 25.
And 20 yards to go.
Maybe that was the Timberwolves that used their final timeout that time, but nonetheless, a timeout on the field. 1:12 to go. It's Fort Bragg 21, Clear Lake 7. We'll just keep it right here. If you joined us late here on the Skunk FM this morning, here's what happened. On their first possession, the Timberwolves scored. The first time Kaylor Sullivan threw a pass, he hit Shane Tupper on a quick slant, actually just a quick pass to the outside receiver, and Tupper got a block and went up the right sideline 54 yards for a touchdown. Then the next time the Timberwolves had it, after the Clearlake Cardinals answered with a touchdown on their first play, an 80-yard pass play to Manziel, Nathaniel Johnson ran 39 yards for a touchdown on the first play for the Timberwolves the next time they had the ball. And then Tyler Ashby with a 1-yard run. And all of this happening in the first quarter. No scoring yet in the second quarter. The Timberwolves leading 21-7. They're about to get the football back. Zach Smith back to return. Adams will be punting from his own goal line. Ball spotted at about the 13 or 14-yard line. Again, a personnel problem. One player running out late here on the punt return team for the Timberwolves. There's the snap. Adams gets his kick away. It's another bad kick, a poor kick. Takes a bounce. Smith lets it get downed, and Fort Bragg will have decent field position with about a minute to go here in this first half, leading 21-7. They should have it at about the, let's see, as we check the markers across the field. I think it's at about the 27, 28-yard line of the Clearlake Cardinals. So the Timberwolves have it, 1st and 10. Tupper and Vaughn split out to the right. Sullivan in the shotgun formation. The lone back with him is Strickland. Johnson and Tyler Ashby split out left. There's the snap. Sullivan looking right, throwing deep. Got a man there. Oh, it's just barely overthrown. There were two receivers there, Tupper and Vaughn, both in the same area, which also brought two defenders right there. That pass falls incomplete. Takes only 4 seconds off the clock. Sullivan put it where it was in a catchable position, but Vaughn unable to make a difficult catch. 2nd and 10. So the Timberwolves tried to strike quickly there, going to the end zone on the first play. 21-7, Fort Bragg leading. Sullivan again out of the shotgun. It's got Ashby back there with him. Tupper splits way out right. Johnson splits out left. Sullivan, short drop, throwing for Johnson, and incomplete that time. Johnson looked like he started to run the post, and Sullivan threw it on the corner route. And the defender that time, they both kind of collided when Johnson made his move, but looks like they weren't on the same page. So again, only 5 seconds go off the clock. It's 3rd and 10. 53 seconds to go here in this first half. Fort Bragg 21, Clearlake 7. So Tupper and Vaughn split out to the right. Ashby and Johnson slotted inside of him out to the left. Strickland in the backfield. Sullivan out of the shotgun. Johnson comes in motion. Sullivan takes a snap. Back to pass. Throws to Johnson. Johnson makes a catch at the 25 to the 20. First down. Leaps over a man and gets inside the 10-yard line, where the Timberwolves have it with 46 seconds to go in this first half. A first down. No penalty is a nice play that time. They brought Johnson in motion. Ashby split out to the right along with Strickland, or Tupper that is. They went running downfield, and that left a clearing for Johnson, who came in motion, caught the pass, and went up the right sideline before he was knocked out of bounds, but there is a penalty flag. And Fort Bragg's marching backwards. So this one, holding is the call against the Timberwolves. It must have occurred right near the end of that run. They're going to start at the 10-yard line and mark it 10 yards back. Well, we've had our share of penalties in this game. The ball back now to about the 25-yard line. 3rd down and 7 now. Sullivan in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Pump fake. Steps up. Now he's going to run. And he goes right up the middle and is tackled close. I think he got a first down. We're 36 seconds away from halftime here, and I think it's a first down for the Timberwolves. Nice scramble by Sullivan. He's calling him to come up to the line of scrimmage. He's going to down it to stop the clock. It's first down at the 13-yard line for the Timberwolves. Sullivan takes a snap, and he just downs it, so that'll stop the clock. 34 seconds to go in the half, and the Timberwolves have it at the 13-yard line, 2nd down. Well, River Saunders has the leg to get it through from here if they want to try and put some points on the board, but they're going to try and get a touchdown if possible. So they break the huddle now. 2nd down, the ball at the Clearlake 13-yard line. 34 seconds to go in the half. 2 men split right. Ashby and Johnson split to the left as Sullivan out of the shotgun. Gets ready for the snap. Takes it. Back to pass. Looking to his left. Pump fake. Now he's in trouble. He's going to go down. He's sacked as Marty Tsukamoto sacks him. And the clock runs 25, 24, 23 seconds to go. The Timberwolves need to stop the clock again if they can. They set up. Sullivan takes the snap and stops the clock. And the clock keeps running for another second. Well, you're at the home team, and the clock actually clicked a couple ticks. Now the ball's all the way back at the 15-yard lines for the River Saunders is going to come out and try a field goal. And this will be a long one for high school. The ball is going to be spotted at about the 30-yard line. So it's going to be about a 40-yard field goal. Saunders has got the leg. There's the snap. There's the spot. There's a kick. It's up and it's short. He got under it. It can be returned. Adams gets it at the goal line. The Timberwolves didn't seem to realize he could return it. He's running up the right side, and he is hit and dropped with 6 seconds to go. Not sure what happened that time. Saunders didn't quite. It's like when you're golfing and you tee it up too high and you just hit a little blooper on your drive. That's kind of what happened to Saunders that time. Somebody may have got a piece of it. I don't know. But his usual strong leg that time misfired. We'll keep it right here with 6.8 seconds to go in the half. Clearlake has the football. They might just try and run the clock out. I don't know. Maybe they'll try a play. They're going to get the kickoff to begin the second half. They don't have to run a play here. They're going to have it 1st and 10 at their own. I guess it's at about the. I didn't think it was at the 20. That's where the chain gang's going. Now the official's coming over to explain something to Coach Perkins again, who wants to know what the heck is going on. How could they have it at the 20 when the kid returned it out of the end zone and was tackled at about his own 12? But it's marked at the 20-yard line. Well, I've given up trying to figure out what's going on with the officials tonight. And now they put 12 seconds on the clock instead of 6. I don't know what's going on, folks. But anyway, it's Fort Bragg 21, Clearlake 7. Adams at quarterback. They are going to run a play. He drops back. He throws. Pass is caught. Wilcox makes a catch across the far way, and he's tackled. 4, 3, 2, 1 second to go. And with 0.4 seconds to go on the clock, I think that's it. He didn't get out of bounds, so there's the horn. Well, in some ways an unusual first half. I'm not sure these officials are up to snuff tonight. I'll just leave it at that. We'll see what happens in the second half. All the points in this game were scored quickly in the first quarter. The second quarter remained scoreless, but we're at halftime. And the score, Fort Bragg 21, Clearlake 7. I'm Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. We'll take a short break for halftime and return with the second half. But right now, it's halftime. Fort Bragg leading 21-7. All right, it's time now for the second half. I'm Lindy Peters for MendocinoTV.com and the Skunk FM, rebroadcasting this game on a Saturday, 21-7. Fort Bragg with the lead. They'll be kicking it off to begin the second half. Deep to receive, David Manziel and Deshaun White for the Cardinals as River Saunders gets ready to kick it off. And we begin the second half. There's a kick taken by White at the goal line up to the 10. To the 15 and dropped by Ty Vaughn at about the 20, just across the 20-yard line. Well, I did check at halftime. The early penalty that I couldn't figure out right at the beginning of the game was because Coach Roy Perkins stepped out onto the field. And that was what was called a personal foul or misconduct penalty anyway, and apparently the fumble happened. It just wasn't very clear. So 1st and 10, the Cardinals. We're back to the second half with the ball that time as Garrett Harwood, and he is stopped after little or no gain that time. Tupper comes up to make the stop.
Harwood the ball carrier, tackle made by Tupper.
So no gain, 2nd down and 10 for the Cardinals. Just underway here in the second half, 21-7. The Timberwolves, all the scoring in the first half. It looked like we were going to have a high-scoring game the way things started in that first quarter. But when I said all the scoring in the first half, I meant all the scoring in the first quarter. All right, here come the Cardinals now, 2nd and 10. 2 men split way out here to the right. Adams with his backs now in the I formation behind him. Tsukamoto in the tailback position. They pitch it to him. He comes around the right side, and he is tackled. Nice grab of the jersey by Strickland that time, and he brought him down with a one-arm tackle. And again, no gain, maybe a loss, setting up 3rd down and about 11. Just underway here in the third quarter. The Timberwolves leading 21-7. And it's going to be 3rd down and 11. Wilcox goes out, and Deshaun White comes in for the Cardinals. Adams, senior, 5'11", 165-pound quarterback, breaks the huddle. Up come the Cardinals. 2 men split out to the right. tight end lined up on the left side. I think it might be delay a game. No, it's a timeout. The Cardinals have called a timeout to avoid a delay a game penalty. They certainly didn't want to march back 5 yards on third down. So with a timeout, the score 21-7, just underway here, third quarter. We'll take a timeout, come back with action here in just a moment. All right, after the timeout, the Cardinals come up 3rd and 11. Ball back at their own 24-yard line. Adams at quarterback, 2 men split out to the right. One of them goes in motion, fakes the pitch, gives it on the reverse. That's Manziel on a nice defensive play that time, staying at home and making the tackle was Giacomella, I think that was. So it'll set up 4th down and a loss of a yard. It's 4th down and 13 now, and the Cardinals will have to punt. Ball at their own 21-yard line. They play 12-minute quarters in high school football. We've 2 minutes into the second half. Fort Bragg is going to get the football now with a 21-7 lead. Zach Smith, the lone man, back to receive this punt. As Bernansky kicks it away, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds, close to midfield, about where it went out, I think. Let's see where they mark it. And it's going to be at the 48-yard line. So the Timberwolves will have it 1st and 10, the ball at their own 48-yard line. 21-7, they got the lead. They got the football for the first time here in the second half. And the Timberwolves huddle up. Most of the quarterback snaps have been taken by sophomore Kaylor Sullivan. Tyler Ashby has taken snaps as well, and he now is at quarterback with Titus in the backfield. Johnson lined up in a slot on the left side. He'll probably come in motion here. There he goes. They give it to him, and a penalty flag stops the play. And a procedure call against the Timberwolves.
Illegal procedure against the Timberwolves.
So not the way you want to start your first offensive play with a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 15. The ball will be marked back at the 43-yard line.
To the Timberwolves 43-yard line, 1st and 15.
Just underway here in this third quarter. The Timberwolves, after the punt and the penalty, have it 1st and 15. Titus in the backfield behind Tyler Ashby, who's over center. Johnson slotted, comes in motion. They give to Johnson, trying the right side. Here he comes. Cuts back, got good yardage. Across midfield he goes and down close to the first down, picking up about 12 or 13 yards before he's driven out of bounds at about the Cardinal 44-yard line. Bernansky made the stop for the Cardinals.
The gain is to the Clearlake 44-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd down and 3. 12-yard gain from Johnson that time. He's in the slot formation on the right now. Ashby over center. Gives to Johnson. He's coming left. Got Martinez in front of him. Gets a block. Cuts up. He's going to be short of the first down. In fact, I don't know that they got any positive yardage out of that. It was stretched out nicely. They might have. But I think it's going to set up 3rd and short for the Timberwolves. It is going to be 3rd down and about a yard. The ball at about the 43-yard line. They need to get to the 42-yard line for a first down. 21-7, Timberwolves with the lead. Sullivan back into the huddle now at quarterback for the Timberwolves. Johnson and Ashby in the backfield behind him. They're in the I formation. Vaughn splits left, Tupper splits right. Sullivan over center. Takes a snap. Gives it to Ashby, fighting his way. He's got a first down, still on his feet, and drives his way across the 40 down to the Clearlake 36-yard line as Ashby, with a tough run that time, inside, gets a Timberwolves first down. Well, Fort Bragg leading 21-7. They want to definitely score more points, but the other thing they want to do is take some time off the clock each time they have the football. And if they keep it on the ground and keep it in bounds, that's exactly what they'll do. Sullivan with Ashby and Johnson behind him in the I formation at quarterback up to the line of scrimmage. First down, they give it to Johnson, right side, trying to get outside. He does. And a penalty flag comes flying in. So that's going to probably come back. That was about a 6-yard pickup.
Ball carrier around the right side. Tackle made by Adams. There is a penalty flag on the play.
Penalty flag thrown near the side of the field where Johnson was running. So it's probably going to come back the other way. If they mark it from where the penalty occurred, which is usually what they'll do on a downfield hold or a blocking in the back, then it's still going to be first down, but it won't be as bad as if it were marked from the line of scrimmage. And there's the call, holding against the Timberwolves. And they do mark it from where the infraction occurred, so it'll come back to the Cardinal 43, I think. Well, it's 1st and 10. The ball right back at the original line of scrimmage, so the holding must have occurred right at the stick, back the other way. We're in the third quarter, just underway here. 7:40 to go in this third quarter. Fort Bragg 21-7. They've got the football at the Clearlake 38-yard line. 1st and 10. I'll call it 1st and 11. Penalty, that down remains the same at first down. So 2 men split out to the left, 2 men split to the right. Ashby in the shotgun. Johnson comes in motion. Fakes it to Johnson, keeps it himself. And he's got some room. Breaks outside, breaks a tackle to the 20, to the 15. And horse collar tackled out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. Tyler Ashby. It almost looked as though he was grabbed by the back of the shoulder pad, which is not allowed, but no call. A nice gain from Tyler Ashby, about a 35-yard gain. And actually they say he went out of bounds at the 10, so he was tackled out of bounds inside the 5, but his foot had gone out of bounds at the 10-yard line. First down at the 10-yard line. 7:11 to go, third quarter. The Timberwolves knocking on the door here. Their first possession in the second half. Ashby in the fullback position. Johnson behind him in the I formation at tailback. Sullivan over center. Takes the snap. Gives it to Johnson. Fakes. Has the football. No, I'm sorry. They did give it to Johnson. And good fake from Sullivan, but a penalty flag goes flying in. That might be a call against Clearlake because I thought Sullivan still had the ball. No, it's personal foul against the Timberwolves, so never mind. Even though Sullivan had faked the handoff, didn't have the football, a man for Clearlake took him down and tackled him. But instead, the penalty is going to go against the Timberwolves, I think. No, the official called it the wrong way. He said personal foul against the Timberwolves, and now he says, whoops, my mistake, and now it's going to go against the Cardinals. Well, I promised at the beginning of the second half I wouldn't get on the officials, but my God, they are just very confused out there. So it's half the distance to the goal. That was the call, and it was a proper call. Sullivan clearly didn't have the ball. I thought he did because the Cardinal defender just kept tackling him, and they do protect the quarterback even at the high school level. So first and goal for the Timberwolves, the ball at the 5-yard line. Sullivan gives it to Ashby, left side. And he is inside. Yes, touchdown, Timberwolves. Looked like he went into the goal line and slid to avoid getting hit. And so the Timberwolves score a touchdown, and with 6:59 to go here in this third quarter, it's now 27-7, Fort Bragg on top, as Saunders will be on for the extra point. That was Tyler Ashby. Really, that drive is he had some very nice runs, including about a 36-yarder to set up that touchdown, and then he got into the end zone from 5 yards out. There's the extra point. The snap is down. The spot is up. It is good. And a football comes flying out on the field from somewhere, but that was after the ball went through the uprights. So 6:59 to go in this third quarter. It's Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 7. We'll take a little time out here. I'm Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com at Clearlake High School. We'll be back with the kickoff. The Fort Bragg Timberwolves have just scored a touchdown, and with 6:59 to go in the third quarter, they lead it 28-7. Saunders will kick it off. Apparently there was a penalty called on that extra point. They marked it off now on the kickoff. Saunders will get to kick it off from the Cardinal 45-yard line. Look for this one to go out of the end zone if he gets his foot into it. So here's the kickoff. It's a high end over end kick, and it does go right through the end zone. So the Cardinals will have it first and 10, the ball at their own 20-yard line. The Timberwolves scored in the first quarter on a 54-yard touchdown pass from Kaylor Sullivan to Shane Tupper. They scored on a 39-yard run by Nathaniel Johnson and a 1-yard run by Tyler Ashby, scoring 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. Then they just scored here a moment ago when Tyler Ashby went in from 5 yards out. They lead it 28-7. The Clearlake Cardinals scored on their very first play from scrimmage and haven't hit pay dirt since. They're up to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10, the ball at their own 20. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. Adams sends a man in motion from left to right, takes a snap, back to pass. Pump fake, is in trouble, gets away, and then is tackled. Into the backfield that time. Giacomello made the stop. Strickland also in there. Zach Smith up from his linebacker spot. And we have a penalty on the play. Procedure call, it's declined. It'll go to 2nd down. The clock should begin to run again. 6:40 to go in this 3rd quarter. 28-7 the Timberwolves. In the final NCL 1 game of the year, both these teams at 500 in league play. The Timberwolves want to finish in league play over 500, and they're on their way so far tonight. There's the give. Left side he goes. That's Garrett Harwood, and he's stopped, not picking up much yardage. The Cardinals got a few big gains early in this game, but since that time, they haven't really done a whole lot on offense. About a 3 or 4 yard pickup. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. The ball at the 23-yard line of Clearlake. 6 minutes to go, 3rd quarter, 28-7 Timberwolves. So Fort Bragg needs a good defensive play here. Adams sends Wilcox to the right. That's Manziel split out left. Backs are split behind him. Over center. He takes a snap. Play action, fake, pump fake. Looking for Wilcox. Now he's going to run the football. Smith comes up and drives him out of bounds. And I think he has a 1st down, but I'm not sure where he went out of bounds. It's the chain gang's on the far side of the field. The marker is here on this side, but I think he might be short, or they might have to bring out a measurement. It's just short of the 30. Well, if they started on their own 20, if the nose of the football is over the 30, it's a 1st down. I don't know why you need a measurement. If the ball is short of the 30, it was spotted on the 20 because the kickoff went through the end zone. So if the nose of the football is even touching the 30, it's got to be a 1st down. But the chain gang comes out anyway, and they are short by just a few inches. The ball at their own 30, trailing 28-7, 5:38 to go, 3rd quarter. Do they go for it? Well, we'll find out. There's no reason not to at this point, probably. The odds are that you can get about less than a foot. All they have to do is get the nose of the football across the 30-yard line. And they are going to go for it. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Adams with the tight end lined up to the right side, has his backs in the I formation. Marty Sugimoto at the tailback. Looks like they try and draw him off sides. Adams goes up the middle, and I don't know. It depends where they mark it. The linesman, and there goes a penalty flag.
Adams, the ball carrier through the center of the line. There's a penalty flag on the play.
If that's against the Timberwolves, it won't matter. It'll be a 1st down. The officials talking it over there. Clearlake seems to be going backwards. So, let's see what this is all about. Tyler Ashby signals that the penalty will be against the Cardinals. And if so, it'll be 4th down and certainly more than a foot to go. The ball did get across the 30. That's where they spotted it. The penalty will go against the Cardinals. And I believe it's unsportsmanlike conduct call, so that's a 15-yarder. So it's going to set up, well, it was after the play. So they did get a 1st down. And then after the play, an unsportsmanlike conduct. So it'll be 1st down. It should be 1st and 25. Well, actually, I guess they
enough for a 1st down, so it will be 1st and
they mark it back at the 15.
For the Cardinals.
Boy, I'm confused. But anyway, they've got it 1st down at their own 15-yard line. There's a handoff, and right up the middle, and he's going to go. He's breaking. It's Cole Bernansky. Zach Smith tackles him from behind. thanks to Smith's speed, or that's a touchdown.
Carrier over the right side.
If they get a first down at the 30-yard line and there's a 15-yard penalty, it should have been 1st and 25 instead of first down back at the 15. It doesn't matter. After that play, it's all the way across midfield to the Timberwolves 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Clearlake. A nice run from Cole Branansky that time, and it looked like he was going to go all the way, but Zach Smith chased him down from behind, injured knee and all. Down to 5 minutes to go in this third quarter, 28-7, the Timberwolves leading. Clearlake with the ball now at the Timberwolves 40-yard line. 2 men split out left. Adams at quarterback. Gives to Sakamoto. Up the middle he goes. Sugimoto, that is, and he is tackled by Ty Vaughn. Picked up about 3 or 4 yards. It'll be second down, and as long as Clearlake keeps the ball on the ground, that clock continues to run. Third quarter, 4:38 to go. Beautiful crescent moon setting off to the west here in Lake County as the Cardinals come up to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 7. Adams with a man split right and a man split left. Back to pass, straight back. Now he rolls to his left, throws. The pass is incomplete, intended that time for Sugimoto. Catchable, but he just was unable to make the catch, so it'll set up third down now. The clock stops, 4:17 to go, third quarter. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. Under the lights at Clearlake High School here at Don Owens Field on a beautiful night. So now it'll be third down and about 6 or 7 yards to go. The ball spotted at the Timberwolves 36-yard line. Up to the line of scrimmage come the Cardinals now on this third down play. Strong formation to the left. Man right, man left. They give to the left. No, keeping it is Adams. And he's going to be, nice move. He was going to be short, but he dove forward. I believe he might have enough for the first down. It's going to be close.
Adams the ball carrier, tackle made by Moorhead.
See where they mark it. The ball just shy of the Timberwolves 30-yard line.
To the 30-yard line.
It is going to be fourth down and short. Ball at the Timberwolves just shy of the 30-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 7. Big fourth down play now for the Timberwolves defense. Adams up to the line of scrimmage. Takes a snap, gives to the first man through, fakes, keeps it himself around the left side. Had me faked out. Nathaniel Johnson runs it out of bounds at the 20. He picks up about 10 yards that time and gets a first down for the Cardinals. Down to the Timberwolves 20-yard line before Johnson drove him out of bounds. Nice fake that time by Adrian Adams. Wasn't really the read option per se, but that's how that play sort of unfolded. He kept it in the belly just long enough to fake out the defense to allow him time to get around the side and pick up a easy first down, getting about 10 yards. So 1st and 10 now, the ball at the Timberwolves 20-yard line. Adams sends a man in motion. Wilcox right to left. Pitch, back it goes to Sugimoto, and he is tackled by Ty Vaughn. A loss that time. Sugimoto started to his right. That play was developing for a sweep to the right, but he stopped and tried to cut it back up the middle, and Vaughn was there to greet him. Ball spotted at the 23-yard line. Down to 3 minutes to go now in this third quarter. Fort Bragg leading 28-7 as Zach Smith comes off the field on defense for a moment. Second down for the Cardinals. Adams has them huddled up. And here they come to the line of scrimmage now as Wilcox splits right. Marcos Sugimoto is lined up to the left now. Adams play action fake and slips and falls. That was going to be the read option. He faked to the fullback. He had Cole Branansky trailing him. He was either going to keep it or pitch it to him, and instead he slipped on the field and lost yardage. So the ball back now to the 25-yard line, setting up third down and 15. To get a first down, they have to get it to about the 10-yard line, and it's out at the 25. Third down for Clearlake. 2 men split to the left. The back split behind Adams at quarterback. Tight end right side. Back to pass goes Adams. Straight back. Got some time. Throwing, and caught by his tight end. The big guy makes a catch. First down, Cardinals inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. It's Gabe Euler-Strong catches it. Like I've said in the first half, he's a big target, 6'7", 235. You put that ball in the air and up high, chances are he's going to go up and get it. So a first down for the Cardinals on that third down conversion. They got it inside the 10-yard line. It's first and goal. The ball at the Timberwolves 7-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Fort Bragg leading 28-7. But the Cardinals with a golden opportunity here. First and goal. Manziel splits out to the left. Wilcox to the right. The back split behind him. Wilcox goes in motion right to left. Adams gives it right up the middle. He goes. Touchdown. Marty Zugamoto.
Zugamoto, the ball carrier.
Looked like no one even touched him.
Cardinals, touchdown.
That makes it 28-13 with 1:41 to go in the third quarter. Still plenty of time in this game. And the Timberwolves defense unable to stop the Cardinals that time. They scored on the very first play from scrimmage and have been held scoreless since, but Zugamoto right up the middle from 8 yards out scores a touchdown, makes it 28-13. And now Bonansky on to kick the extra point. There's a snap, the spot's down, the kick is up, it's got the distance, and it's good. So with 1:41 to go in the third quarter, it's Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 14. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. We'll be back with the kickoff. The Clearlake Cardinals have just scored a touchdown. It's 28-14 Fort Bragg with 1:41 to go third quarter. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. And the Cardinals, Bernansky tees it up. Kicks it away and kicks it over everybody's head. And it goes down to the 2-yard line. Zach Smith picks it up at the 2. Tries to get outside and breaks the tackle at the 5-yard line, still on his feet, to the 10, to the 15, he's got room, to the 20. Still, finally, he goes out of bounds. What a run by Zach Smith. If you watched it on video, I thought he was going to be tackled inside the 5-yard line. Amazingly, like Houdini, he got away all the way out to the 27-yard line, and then he just kind of slowed up and went out of bounds that time, as still favoring an injured right knee. He doesn't have that speed that he has when he's at full strength, but that was some excitement there. So instead of having it way inside the 5-yard line, the Timberwolves have a little breathing room. They have it first and 10 now, the ball at their own 28-yard line. Ashby at quarterback. Gives it to Johnson, trying the left side. Got some room, cuts it back inside, and is finally driven down at about the 30-yard line, picking up only a couple yards. It'll be second down and 8. Down to a minute 15 to go here in this third quarter. Fort Bragg leading 28-14. But like I said, there's still plenty of time. The Timberwolves offense needs to at least generate a good drive here and take time off the clock, if nothing else. Second down and 8. Ball at their own 30-yard line. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. I guess Johnson got out of bounds, so the clock stops with 1:11 to go, third quarter. Up to the line of scrimmage come the Timberwolves now. Ashby at quarterback, right over center. Johnson comes in motion, fakes to Johnson, spins around, and a flag stops the play. Procedure call against the Timberwolves. And I'm not sure. Coach Perkins wants to know what's going on. He's going in motion. He's running laterally. Why is that illegal procedure? And I'm not sure he got a satisfactory answer. He's shaking his head on the sidelines. So the 5-yard penalty brings it back now to the 25-yard line, setting up second down and 13. Now Kaylor Sullivan in at quarterback out of the shotgun. 2 men split right, 2 men left. Sullivan, quick throw. Out to Vaughn it comes. He makes a catch, cuts inside, and gets back to the line of scrimmage and across the 30-yard line. It's going to set up third down and long for the Timberwolves, the ball at their own 30. And 42 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Clock continues to run. The Timberwolves, now it stops. Not sure why. Was there a penalty? I guess there was. Penalty flag, holding called against the Timberwolves. And the holding call occurred inside the 20, so it goes all the way back to the 12-yard line, and this is not what the Timberwolves needed. I just said move the ball a little ways, take some time off the clock. Now they've got it at their own 13-yard line, 2nd down and 25. Vaughn in the backfield along with Ashby in the slot in the tailback position. Well, now the referees move it up another 5 yards. It's up to the 16-yard line. Sullivan gives it to Ashby. Up the middle he goes and moves the pile up 4 or 5 yards, setting up 3rd down and about 15. That should be the final play of this 3rd quarter, but stick around. We got 12 minutes of football left, and we might have a exciting finish here the way things are going. You forget that other factor in a football game. There's the 2 teams playing and the guys wearing the striped shirts. So that'll be the final play. The Timberwolves don't even bother to get a playoff. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score, Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 14. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. We have 12 minutes of football left. It should be an exciting finish here. Stick around. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 14. And we're back with the 4th quarter. The score, Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 14. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. 12 minutes of football left. When we begin the 4th quarter, the Timberwolves have it at their own 23-yard line, 3rd down and 15. Tupper and Johnson slotted inside of him to the right. Vaughn and Ashby split out left. Kaylor Sullivan, the sophomore quarterback, in the shotgun. Strickland, the lone back, with him. He takes the snap. Quick pass to Tupper. Tupper is going to be well short of the 1st down. He's got little or no gain, setting up 4th down. The Timberwolves are going to have to punt. Did a penalty flag come flying in? Yes, indeed, we got a penalty flag, and it's going to go against the Cardinals. Might have been a face mask call that time. Let's see if we get a signal from the officials what the penalty was. There it is, face mask. That's an automatic 1st down at the high school level, I believe. I don't know that there's such a thing as an incidental. Well, I guess there is. I guess that's a 5-yard face mask. So it's not an automatic 1st down. It's setting up 3rd down and 8 and a timeout. So we just got underway in the 4th quarter. There is a timeout, and we'll take a timeout. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. 28-14, the Timberwolves will be back after this timeout with a big 3rd down play. All right, the Timberwolves after the timeout come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 8. Sullivan in the shotgun. Back to pass. Throws for Johnson, incomplete. Tried to throw a swing pass that time, and it's going to be 4th down. Ball at the Timberwolves' own 30-yard line. They're going to have to punt it away, and the Cardinals will get it trailing 28-14 with plenty of time on the clock. David Manziel back to receive the punt. Saunders back in punt formation. Well, if River Saunders could ever get up a deep punt, he needs to do it right now. 4th down. There's the snap. And he gets a kick away. A decent kick. Caught by Manziel at his own 35-yard line. And then he is dropped after little or no gain, maybe up to the 36-yard line. Nice coverage by the Timberwolves punt team that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Clearlake. 11:31 to go in the game. Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 14. Ball at their own 36-yard line. Well, Marty Tsukamoto has been the big ball carrier for him. Brunansky's also run the ball well. Adrian Adams will break the huddle and come up to the line of scrimmage. Manziel splits left, Wilcox splits right. Man comes in motion now as Adams is over center. Takes the snap, fumbles the snap. Ball's on the ground, and of course, I think the Cardinals picked it right up. They did, right at the line of scrimmage, maybe lost a yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 11. When I said, of course, they pick it right up, I could actually, for a change, see the fumble and see the recovery. The ball, the line of scrimmage, pretty much right in front of where we're broadcasting from here tonight. Clock now down to 11 minutes to go in the game. We'll keep our eye on the clock. 28-14 Timberwolves. 2nd down and 11 for Clearlake now as Adams sends a man in motion right to left. gives it right up the middle. Tsukamoto trying to get outside. Nice tackle, knifing in as Zach Smith that time. As Tsukamoto tried to break it to the outside, and he got dropped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 11. So the Timberwolves doing a fine job on defense so far on this series, and they need one more stop now and trying to get the ball back. They lead 28-14, a big 3rd down play for the Cardinals now. White and Manziel split left. Adams, tight end on the right side this time. 2 backs behind him. Adams takes a snap, back to pass. Looked like a procedure penalty, but they don't call it. He rolls to his right. He's in trouble. And Zach Smith sacks him at the 20-yard line.
Adams, the ball carrier, tackle made by Smith.
The official threw something. I think he threw his marker down, not a penalty. Zach Smith got up and put his hands up like an old Western, like, hey, I didn't do anything. The ball actually spotted at the 24-yard line. 4th down now and 20. The Cardinals deep in their own territory, trailing 28-14. They're going to have to punt. Cole Bradansky in punt formation. Zach Smith back to return. Boy, it'd be nice to see him crack off a good return here. He's going to be lined up back at about the 40-yard line of the Timberwolves, as Bradansky will be kicking from about his own 15. There's a snap, and he gets a kick away. Smith fields it at the 35. Cuts back, breaks through one tackle, gets up to the sideline, cuts up the field, and is out of bounds across midfield at the Clearlake 49-yard line, 1st and 10. So a nice return. Smith had to elude 2 tacklers. You saw it if you were watching it on video. And then before he could cut up the sideline, he was out of bounds. But about a 16-yard return with 9:17 to go in the game. The Timberwolves now have won the battle of field position. If they can keep the penalty flags in the officials' pocket, they should be in good shape here, trying to run some time off the clock. Sullivan at quarterback. Ashby and Johnson behind him in the tailback position. 1 man right, 1 man left in this formation. The give is to Ashby, and right up the middle, and doesn't get much. And a penalty flag comes flying in. So that'll stop the clock.
Ashby, the ball carrier, tackle made by Lewis and Brognansky. There's a penalty.
Probably going to be against the Timberwolves. Personal foul. Face mask. No, it's a face mask call against the Cardinals.
Personal foul.
What do I know?
Against the
I
Cardinals.
thought there might have been a holding call. Let's see if this is the 15-yard variety. It is. So the last one was an incidental face mask. This is the real deal, and that's a good penalty for the Timberwolves, taking it down to the Clearlake 27-yard line and a 1st down, a 15-yard penalty. 9:10 to go in the game. Fort Bragg leading 28-14. Kaylor Sullivan right over center now. Backs in the I formation behind him. Ashby at tailback. The give is to Ashby, trying to get outside left side, and he is tackled for a loss back at the 30-yard line.
Ashby, the ball carrier, tackle made by
28-14 Timberwolves, trying to see if they can tack on another score and get a little breathing room here. The ball at the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 13 now. About a 3-yard loss that time. Good play by the defense for the Cardinals. Sullivan gets the play from the sideline, goes back into the huddle. Tupper splits out to the right. Ball on the far hash mark now, and Johnson and Ashby in the backfield. Johnson instead, goes out to the wide receiver position. Timberwolves need to get this play off here. Sullivan takes a snap, gives it. Ashby trying to get up the middle. Nice gain, gets across the 30 down to about the 26-yard line, picking up about 5 or 6 yards when it didn't look like he'd get much. Setting up 3rd down now and 9 for the Timberwolves. They have to get inside the 20, down to about the 17 or 16-yard line for a 1st down. 8 minutes to go in the game. Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 14. So a big 3rd down play now. Call it 3rd down and 9 for the Timberwolves. Tupper splits right. Johnson splits left. Vaughn with Ashby behind him in the I formation. Kaylor Sullivan takes a snap. Play action fake, rolling to his left. Throws. Vaughn can't hold on. It's incomplete. 4th down. That'll stop the clock, and the Timberwolves are in 4-down territory at this point, down at the Cardinal 26-yard line, so they'll go for it here. But the clock stops. 7:34 to go in the game. 28-14 Timberwolves. Both teams have scored a touchdown in the second half. Fort Bragg went in at halftime leading 21-7, but the Cardinal defense certainly has stiffened here in the second half. This time Tupper splits to the right, Johnson splits left. The Timberwolves on 4th down and 9 with Kaylor Sullivan at quarterback over center. Takes a snap. Play action, back to pass, looking to his right. Puts it up in the air for Tupper, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted that time. Wilcox breaks up the pass, and the Cardinals will take over first down. Put a little too much air under that one that time. If he was going to complete that pass, Tupper was a step behind the man. He had to put a little more distance on it and maybe put a little more zip on it that time. But he'll learn, he's just a sophomore. And that was basically good coverage by Wilcox. So the Cardinals, with plenty of time left in the game, take over 1st and 10, the ball at their own 26-yard line. And they come up to the line of scrimmage. Manziel splits left. Wilcox splits to the right. Adams with his back split behind him. Fumbles the snap and picks up his own fumble again. But the clock should continue to run. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 11. I don't know if there's no fog here, and the field seemed to be pretty dry. But for some reason, the Clearlake offense having a little trouble on the snaps now. That's the second fumbled snap here in their last 2 possessions, but both times the Cardinals have recovered the fumble. So Clearlake comes up to the line of scrimmage now as Adams sends a man to the left, a man to the right, and his back split behind him. Turns around to give it off, and no one's there, and Ty Vaughn makes the stop. Little or no gain as the clock now under 7 minutes, 6:44 to go, setting up 3rd down and about 10. Ball back at the original line of scrimmage. Ty Vaughn, nice tackle that time, as it looked like Adams was going to try and hand off to somebody, but no one was there, so he had to try and run it himself and was unable to pick up more than a yard or 2. So it's 3rd down and 10. 6:20 to go in the game, 28-14, the Timberwolves with the lead as the Timberwolves visiting crowd gets into it here and yells for the defense. Adams back to pass, rolling. Got some time, got a man open. He makes a catch. Wilcox, 1st down. A penalty flag is down as he gets across the 40 down to the 45-yard line. Penalty flag in the middle of the field, and I'm not sure who it's on. Looks like it might be against the Timberwolves. Maybe it's pass interference. Boy, Wilcox was wide open. Somebody missed an assignment there for the Timberwolves defense. Pass interference against the Timberwolves. The Cardinals will, I'm sure, refuse the penalty and take the play, which will be 1st down at the 45-yard line. 6 minutes to go in the game. Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 14. We'll keep our eye on that clock now as it becomes very important in this contest. The 1st down will stop the clock while they move the chains. Now they'll run it. And the Cardinals break huddle and come up to the line of scrimmage. This time Marty Tsukamoto splits out to the left. Man comes in motion. And they give it right up the middle comes Branansky, and he gets some good yardage. Across, and another penalty flag on the play. And you can hear the groans now from the fans here. It's just getting, well, okay, I'm going to pull back. If the referees were paid by the penalty, they could go home with a fat wallet tonight. It's going to be a face mask, I believe, against the Timberwolves. Personal foul, blow to the head. So that's a 15-yarder.
Personal foul against the Timberwolves.
That'll go across midfield, down to the 33-yard line of the Timberwolves. So with 5:48 to go in the game, Clearlake, trailing 28-14, get a 15-yard penalty and have it now in good field position. Defense for the Timberwolves going to have to stiffen up now. Adams with 2 men back behind him, takes the snap, gives it to the first man through, that's Powers. Powers his way for some good yardage. Tough to bring down, gets up close to a 1st down, picks up about 8 yards down to the Timberwolves 23-yard line. These quick snap handoffs by the Cardinals as Adams turns and the first man hitting the hole very quickly. They've gained some good yardage tonight on that play. 5:07 to go in the game. 28-14 Timberwolves, but the Cardinals now almost into the red zone at the Timberwolves 23-yard line. Adams sends a man in motion right to left. Takes a snap, gives. Manziel spins, fights his way for a first down inside the 14-yard line, and the Cardinals are moving the ball well now with 4:50 to go in the game. Clock stops for the chain gang to move. Scooty Titus with the stop that time. Ball at the Timberwolves 15-yard line, 1st and 10, Clearlake. Bernansky goes out and Powers comes into the huddle for the Cardinals. We're going to make a game of it here. It's at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. 2 men split to the left. Adams with his backs behind him split. 1 man now comes in motion left to right. Adams back to pass. Looking now, he's going to try and run. There's a penalty flag. There's another penalty flag. Another blow to the head against the Timberwolves, it looks like.
Over the right side, there's a penalty flag on the play.
So the clock stops, 4:21 to go. Be interesting to know the penalty yardage in this game. You know, both teams really have been penalized quite a bit. There's the personal foul, blow to the head. And what's the other call? Well, he gave 2 signals, as if there were 2 penalties, maybe, I don't know. So anyway, it's 1st down Clearlake, 1st and goal. 4:21 to go in the game, and the Cardinals now at the 6-yard line, aided by penalties on this drive. As Adams sends a man in motion up to the line of scrimmage of the Cardinals. He takes a snap, gives it to Bernansky going right up the middle, and he stops short of the goal line down at about the 3 or 4 yard line. No reason for the clock to stop, but the scorekeeper has stopped the clock. You just got to watch everything here tonight, I tell you what. Clock's still not running. Should be running. The official waving his arm on the field saying, run the clock. Finally, it gets going. Sorry if I sound a little frustrated, but my goodness. Let the kids play. There's a handoff to Manziel. He's in. Touchdown Clearlake. What a surprise. No penalties called. And we got a game. It's 28-20 as the Cardinals will go for the extra point. 4 minutes to go. All the time in the world in this game. Still left. And with those 4 striped referees out there, anything can happen. We've seen that tonight. So they'll go now for the extra point. Bernansky on to kick. There's a snap, and what a surprise. Another penalty on the kick. Bernansky kicks it through, but I believe there was a flag before the snap. Timberwolves were offsides.
Encroachment against the...
So now maybe the Cardinals will go for 2. The official turns to the sideline and puts his arms in the air, shrugging his shoulders as if, I don't know. It's half the distance. They're going to have to kick it again or go for 2. Looks like they're going to go for 2 now as they move the ball up to the 1 yard line. 28-20 the score, 4:01 to go in the game. And I'm sorry, I'll try and hold off my frustration, but my goodness. Anyway, Adams with his backs in the I formation as they go for 2, gives it to Bernansky, and he is stopped. Oh, no, he's not. How about that?
The conversion is good.
The officials wait for a good 5 seconds before they put up the extra point good sign. So the extra point is good. The 2 points are good, and it's 28-22. Will they try an onside kick? They might. Well, tell you what, anything can happen here tonight, folks. Stick around. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. And Coach Perkins is out there just letting the referee have it, blistering his ear as well he should, blistering his ear. The official kind of, I don't know, walks back, and Perkins goes back to the sideline. You got to watch it. You know, you don't want to say too much. I'm sure Coach Perkins has a lot of class. I'm sure the things he was saying wasn't anything about the guy's mother or anything like that. He was probably trying to give him a schooling on how the rule book works. So Clearlake will kick it off. We'll keep it here. 4 minutes to go in the game. They did try an onside kick at one point, but the kick kind of squibbed backwards. We'll see if Bernansky kicks it away or tries an onside kick here. He kicks it away. High end over end kick. Zach Smith lets it bounce. Picks it up at the 12-yard line. Scoots by a man. Tries to get outside and is tackled down at about the 20-yard line. And a penalty flag is down, and Smith was tackled out of bounds, so this could actually go against the Cardinals.
Smith, the ball carrier.
8 seconds clicked off the clock that time. And it is a personal foul, a late hit out of bounds against the Cardinals. That should bring 15 yards. Sort of a derisive cheer goes up from the Fort Bragg visiting crowd here. Well, maybe Coach Perkins' little lecture might have helped there. I don't know. But instead of having the ball at their own 20, the ball has moved out to about the 34-yard line where it's 1st and 10, Fort Bragg. 3:53 to go in the game. They need to get a couple of first downs here. They need to move the football. It's 28-22. Sullivan gives it to Tyler Ashby, trying to get outside. He gets outside, cuts back, and keeps the clock running as he gets it across the 40-yard line, short of the first down, but about an 8-yard pickup. 2nd down and 2. 3:30 to go in the game. Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 22. I'll say this, both teams have played very well tonight. Take nothing away from these kids. They've put on a great performance for the crowd. Both teams. Sullivan up to the line of scrimmage now. Takes a snap. Gives it to Ashby, trying to get over the left side. And fumbles the football, but then drives back on it. And the Timberwolves have a first down across the 45-yard line to the 46-yard line. Maybe he didn't fumble. It looked like he fumbled. It might have just been him reaching out to get that extra yards. So the clock now down to 3 minutes to go in the game. 28-22 Fort Bragg. A couple more first downs and some more time off the clock, and the Timberwolves will be able to breathe a little easier, but this is a tight game now. Sullivan up to the line of scrimmage. His back's in the I formation. He takes a snap. He gives it right up the middle, goes Ashby. He's tripped up after gaining only a couple, close to midfield to about the 49-yard line. Maybe a 3-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the game. The clock continues to run. Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 22.
2nd down and 7 yards to go.
Not sure how many timeouts. I believe the Cardinals have a full complement of 3 timeouts left here in the second half, but I'm not sure. Man splits left, a man splits right for Sullivan over center. Backs in the I formation. He takes a snap, gives it to Ashby, trying to get some tough yardage over the right side, maybe a yard or two. Going to be 3rd down now. Down to 2:04 to go in the game. And the Cardinals use a timeout. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6. We'll keep it right here. Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 22. Still plenty of time in this game. The Cardinals now with 2 more timeouts. Their last drive, they went a long ways, but to be honest, a lot of it was penalties. Maybe they were ticky-tack, maybe they weren't. But this has been we've done many games this year and last year, but in the last couple of years, this is the oddest officiating I've seen. I'll just leave it at that. It's not so much the calls they're making, that's part of it, but sometimes you're not even sure what's happening out there. And, you know, if you're going to be an official and you make a bad call, at least make the bad call. Make it clear. And when you see officials coming to the sideline shrugging their shoulders with their palms up, that tells you something. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 6 for the Timberwolves. Sullivan tries to get them off sides, and they jump. Barking off the signals there, trying to get the hard count, and I believe the Cardinals, that's going to give 5 yards to the Timberwolves. It does stop the clock with 1:53 to go, but it'll set up 3rd and short now. 3rd down and a yard to go for the Timberwolves. Well, this is a huge play. 1:44 to go in the game.
Yard to go.
If they can get a first down here, the Cardinals are going to have to use their timeouts. Ashby in the I formation. And what do we got? The officials stop action here and stop the clock. 1:35 to go in the game. 28-22 Fort Bragg. Did somebody call a timeout? They're going to come over to the sideline and say something to Coach Perkins again. I don't know what this is. He wants more time on the clock on this third down play. Well, they just put 30 seconds. We went from 1:35 to go in the game to 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the game. 3rd down and 1 for the Timberwolves. The ball at the Clearlake 45-yard line. The give is to Ashby. First down. Still on his feet. Across the 40 to the 35 as the Cardinals try and wrestle the ball away. And he's tackled after picking up about 10 yards. 1st and 10 at the Clearlake 35-yard line. 1:57 to go in the game.
Ashby, the ball carrier.
That was a huge play and a nice run by Tyler Ashby,
A first down for the Timberwolves.
who's been playing running back most of the game.
35-yard line.
He has taken some snaps at quarterback. But now with a fresh set of downs and 1:49 to go in the game, the Timberwolves should take some time off the clock each time before they snap the football. As much time as they can. Sullivan is smart. That's what he's doing. He's looking at the scoreboard. He's looking at the clock, knowing how much time he has before he has to snap the football. 28-22 the Timberwolves. The give is to Ashby. Right side he goes, and another nice gain, picking up 3 or 4 yards. Positive yardage, clock down to 1:22. 1:21 to go in the game.
Tackle made by
2nd down. Cardinals are not stopping the clock. 2nd down and 7. The ball at the 32-yard line.
7 yards to go.
Down to 1:11. 1:10 to go in the game. Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 22. Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. Some excitement at the end of this game. Under a minute to go now as Sullivan again waits, looks at the clock before he snaps the football. There's the snap. Give is to Ashby, right side. Dancing around, goes down, inbound, setting up 3rd down, and the Cardinals, I believe, have called a timeout.
Ball carrier, tackle made by Adams.
No, they haven't. 40 seconds, 39. They're just going to let the clock go down. And I may, again, I don't have how many timeouts they have, and they don't have it on the scoreboard. They must not have any timeouts left. The Timberwolves now, with 29 seconds to go, are not going to have to run off a play. And they're just going to let the clock run down. And you can hear the visiting crowd for the Timberwolves yelling out for the Timberwolves who have won this game. Well, wait a second. Fort Bragg calls a timeout with 12 seconds to go. 3rd down and 6. And with 12 seconds on the clock, the Timberwolves stop it. I believe they stop the clock. They're just going to take a knee, and this game is over. 28-22, the Timberwolves scoring 21 points quickly in the first quarter and then hanging on to win as the Cardinals, with a valiant effort, have really made it an exciting game, and give credit where credit is due to the Clearlake Cardinal players. They played very well. My apologies, sometimes I get a little rough on the officiating. I think they deserved it tonight, but I got to realize that, and they do too, this game is for the kids. It's not for me, it's not for the officials, it's not for the fans, it's for the kids, and they've really put on a great show. Ashby takes the snap, breaks free, runs over a man inside the 20, 1st down Timberwolves, but it doesn't matter. With 6 seconds to go in the game, that's going to do it.
Ashby, the ball carrier.
They'll move the chains, they'll start the clock, and this one's in the books. Fort Bragg is going to win it as the clocks tick down and the horn gets ready to sound. The final from Don Owens Field here at Clearlake. Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 22. A thrilling victory as the Timberwolves hang on with a tremendous offensive series. That last drive, taking 4 minutes off the clock and running it down the field and winning this football game. Well, that's going to do it for the season here. I'm Lindy Peters for the Skunk FM and MendocinoTV.com. There's an outside chance the Timberwolves will get to a playoff game. It's not likely, but there is an outside chance. So this is probably going to do it for us. So for Terry Vaughn, for Hooten back at the Skunk, for everybody involved with our broadcasts, It's been a great season. The Timberwolves end on a winning note. They end up with a winning record in the NCL 1 and the final from Clearlake. Fort Bragg 28, Clearlake 22, and the JV's also winning by a score of 8-7. For Mendocino TV and the Skunk FM, and for Terry Vaughn, I'm Lindy Peters. So long, everybody.